for another little rendezvous in my hideaway. As usual, I have compiled a few of your questions, both from YouTube and Tumblr, but that is not all. Today I have a little surprise for all of you, and when I say little, I mean very little. Yes, Neo has finally found herself between missions and able to accompany me in answering your questions. So what do you say, Neo? Shall we get started? So, the first question of the night comes from Cake Cream on YouTube, asking, what is my season, and who do I think would win in a fight, Ozpin or Ironwood? Well, first, I can very much say I enjoy dressing for the fall. As for Neo, she's quite the summer girl. I'm kidding. Ice cream melts in the heat. I know you're more comfortable in the winter. As for your second question, I can hardly see the headmaster of Beacon falling victim to a military monkey in a suit. Now we get to our next question. Comes from WolfandSheep200 on Tumblr. Asking, basically, if I use someone's real name, does that equal respect? And why do I say one thing and do another? To answer your first question, no. Neo is my partner, so of course I use her real name. As for Perry and Blake, I was being diplomatic. And one cannot establish a personal connection without referring to their victim, or target, by name. Isn't that right, Neo? And for the implications of your second question, well, it makes it very hard for you to figure out what I'm going to do next now, doesn't it? From YouTube comes Lauren Wedgwood asking, what is my favorite movie and why? As you wish, I would have to say my favorite movie is Public Enemies. Let me show you right there. It should be fairly self-explanatory as to why, but I will humor you by saying that I simply enjoy the wonderful display of gangsterism in the film. And by that I mean real gangsterism. How about you, Neo? Ah, yes. Unburdened violence and the pursuit of anarchy. That's my Neo. Now, Neo and I are going to take a break for a moment to make way for a new segment. So we will be right back after this Photography Spotlight. Welcome. As said before, this is the Photography Spotlight, where I'm going to give credit to some photographers who have lent their skills to the cosplay community and deserve this sort of recognition. So I can't go over all of them right now, but let's start with three of them. First come up is Sacktown Guy. Now, Alex is a close personal friend of mine, and he does an amazing job. And this is back when I first started cosplaying Torchwick, so it was a nice boost, and I just love the way he does his work. Next, we have Tashi Studios. Now, Tashi is a staple in the cosplay community. He is always there with his camera and his setup, and always willing to lend his craft to anybody who wants to get some good profile shots and everything. He just does a wonderful job, and he is a lighting genius. So, if you ever see Tashi, be sure to thank him. And the last one of this photography spotlight goes to Cam Photography, who recently hosted my villain friends and I in his hotel room and did a wonderful shot, as you can see here, where we just, for once, had a nice long villain shoot. So that's all for the photography spotlight right now. I hope you enjoyed it, and back to Ask the Roman Torchwick. Looks like we're back. I hope you enjoyed the new segment. I know we did. Now, let's get back to questions. Yuki Renshiro from Tumblr asks, what is the most difficult thing about my outfit? And what sort of casual activities do Neo and I engage in when we're not causing trouble? The most difficult part of my outfit? I can't say there really is anything. I mean, it can be a bit warm at times, but that certainly is nothing compared to the body cage that Neo subjects herself to. It's like sadism with a sprinkling of masochism over here, honestly. Now, what do we do when we aren't causing trouble? You're looking at it. Also, sleep, I suppose, but that's a given. Then we have, from YouTube, Relica V, I do hope I didn't butcher that too badly, asking, basically, what made me big in the criminal underworld? Oh, sweetie. What gave me notoriety that I have now was not one simple event. No. What makes a man like me in the criminal world is the ability to get away with many things. And if I were to list half of the things we've done, you would go into shock. Also, it doesn't hurt that I look bigger standing next to this one. Here, Neo, have a pumpkin spice truffle. As for our last question of the night, an anonymous question on Tumblr comes asking me to sing. Well, don't mind if I do. This one is one of my personal favorites. I hope you enjoy it.
He's got his pins, a little scared. Now don't you quit. He sounded the alarm. I hear the sirens closing in. Our paper faces fly.